Shalom, brothers and sisters in Yahuwah Elohim, and welcome. It's time for our continued adventures through the Book of Jasher. So, if you've got a Dead Sea Scrolls book, go ahead and grab it. Grab something to drink and get comfortable. We'll get started tonight, alright? Hope everybody had an awesome Shabbat, all rested up, and ready for the week to start. Alright, let's see what we got here, gang. Tonight we'll be doing chapters 58, 59, and 60. Okay? Alright, so let's get started. Everybody all comfy and settled in? Okay, here we go. Chapter 58. It came to pass in the 32nd year of the Israelites going down to Egypt, that is, in the 71st year of the life of Joseph. In that year died Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and Magron, his son, reigned in his stead. And Pharaoh commanded Joseph before his death to be a father to his son, Magron, and Magron should be under the care of Joseph and under his counsel. All Egypt consented to this thing, that Joseph should be king over them, for all the Egyptians loved Joseph as before. Only Magron, the son of Pharaoh, sat on his father's throne, and he became king in those days in his father's stead. Magron was 41 years old when he began to reign, and 40 years he reigned in Egypt, and all Egypt called his name Pharaoh, after the name of his father, as it was their custom to do in Egypt to every king that reigned over them. And it came to pass when Pharaoh reigned in his father's stead, he placed the laws of Egypt and all the affairs of government in the hand of Joseph, as his father had commanded him. Joseph became king over Egypt, for he superintended over all Egypt, and all Egypt was under his care and under his counsel. For all Egypt inclined to Joseph after the death of Pharaoh. They loved him greatly to reign over them. But there were some people among them who did not like him, saying, "No stranger shall reign over us." Still the whole government of Egypt was passed in those days on to Joseph after the death of Pharaoh, he being the regulator, doing as he liked throughout the land, without anyone interfering. And all Egypt was under the care of Joseph. And Joseph made war with all his surrounding enemies, and he subdued them. Also all the land, and all the Philistines to the border of Canaan, did Joseph subdue. They were all under his power, and they gave a yearly tax to Joseph. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, sat on his throne in his father's stead, but he was under the control and the counsel of Joseph, as he was at first under the control of his father. Neither did he reign but in the land of Egypt only, under the counsel of Joseph. But Joseph reigned over the whole country at that time, from Egypt to the great river Perath. And Joseph was successful in all his ways, and the Elohim was with him. And the Elohim gave Joseph additional wisdom, and honor, and glory, and love toward him in the heart of the Egyptians, and throughout the land. Joseph reigned over the whole country 40 years. And all the countries of the Philistines, and Canaan, and Zidon, and on the other side of Jordan, brought presents to Joseph all his days, and the whole country was in the hands of Joseph. And they brought to him a yearly tribute, as it was regulated, for Joseph had fought against all his surrounding enemies and subdued them. The whole country was in the hands of Joseph, and Joseph sat securely on his throne in Egypt. Also all his brothers, the sons of Jacob, lived securely in the land all the days of Joseph, and they were prolific, and multiplied greatly in the land. They served the Elohim all their days, as their father Jacob had commanded them. And it came to pass, at the end of many days and years, when the children of Esau were dwelling quietly in their land with Bela, their king, that the children of Esau were prolific and multiplied in the land. they resolved to go and fight with the sons of Jacob and all Egypt, and to deliver their brother Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, and his men, for they were yet in those days slaves to Joseph. The children of Esau sent to all the children of the east, and they made peace with them. And all the children of the east came to them to go with the children of Esau to Egypt to battle. There came also to them of the people of Agnes, king of Dinhabah. They also sent to the children of Ishmael, and they also came to them. And all this people assembled, and came to Seir, to assist the children of Esau in their battle. And this camp was very large, and strong with people, numerous as the sand of the sea, about 800,000 men, infantry and cavalry. And all these troops went down to Egypt to fight with the sons of Jacob. They encamped by Rames. And Joseph went forth with his brothers, with the mighty men of Egypt, about 600 men, and they fought with them in the land of Rames. The sons of Jacob at that time again fought with the children of Esau. In the 15th year of the sons of Jacob going down to Egypt, that is, the 30th year of the reign of Bela over the children of Esau in Seir. Sorry, it's not 15th year, it's 50th. I read that wrong. In the 50th year of the sons of Jacob going down to Egypt. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. Not 15th year. Verse 19, and the Elohim gave all the mighty men of Esau and the children of the east into the hand of Joseph and his brothers. And the people of the children of Esau and the children of the east were smitten before Joseph. Of the people of Esau and the children of the east that were slain, there fell before the sons of Jacob about 200,000 men, and their king Bela, the son of Beor, fell with them in the battle. When the children of Esau saw that their king had fallen in battle and was dead, their hands became weak in the combat. Joseph and his brothers and all Egypt were still smiting the people of the house of Esau, and all Esau's people were afraid of the sons of Jacob and fled from before them. Joseph and his brothers and all Egypt pursued them in a day's journey, and they killed yet from them about 300 men, continuing to strike them in the road. They afterward turned back from them. Joseph and all his brothers returned to Egypt. Not one man was missing from them. But of the Egyptians there fell 12 men. And when Joseph returned to Egypt, he ordered Zepho and his men to be additionally bound, and they bound them with irons, and they increased their grief. All the people of the children of Esau and the children of the east returned in shame each to his city, for all the mighty men that were with them had fallen in battle. When the children of Esau saw that their king had died in battle, they hurried and took a man from the people of the children of the east. His name was Jobab, the son of Zarak, from the land of Bosra, and they caused him to reign over them instead of Bela, their king. Jobab sat on the throne of Bela as the king in his stead, and Jobab reigned in Edom over all the children of Esau 10 years. The children of Esau went no more to fight with the sons of Jacob from that day forward, for the sons of Esau knew the courage of the sons of Jacob, and they were greatly afraid of them. But from that day forward the children of Esau hated the sons of Jacob, and the hatred and enmity were very strong between them all the days to this day. And it came to pass after this, at the end of 10 years, Jobab, the son of Zarak, from Bosra died, and the children of Esau took a man whose name was Cusham, from the land of Teman, and they made him king over them instead of Jobab. Cusham reigned in Edom over all the children of Esau for 20 years. And Joseph, king of Egypt, and his brothers, and all the children of Israel lived in security in Egypt in those days, together with all the children of Joseph and his brothers, having no hindrance or evil accident, and the land of Egypt was at that time at rest from war in the days of Joseph and his brothers. Chapter 59. These are the names of the sons of Israel who lived in Egypt, who had come with Jacob. All the sons of Jacob came to Egypt, every man with his household. The children of Leah were Reuben, Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and their sister Dinah. And the sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. And the sons of Zilpah, the handmaid of Leah, were Gad and Asher. And the sons of Bilhah, the handmaid of Rachel, were Dan and Naphtali. And these were their descendants that were born to them in the land of Canaan, before they came to Egypt with their father Jacob. The sons of Reuben were Shinnach, Palu, Chetzron, and Camri. And the sons of Simon were Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Yakin, Zochar, and Saul, the son of the Canaanish woman. And the children of Levi were Gershon, Kahath, Merari, and their sister Jochebed, who was born to them in their going down to Egypt. And the sons of Judah were Onan, Shelah, Perez, Zerach. And and Onan died in the land of Canaan, and the sons of Perez were Shezron and Shamuel. And the sons of Issachar were Tola, Puvah, Job, and Shimron. And the sons of Zebulun were Sered, Elon, Jachleel. And the sons of Dan, and the son of Dan was Cushim. And the sons of Naphtali were Jachzel, Gunai, Jetzer, and Shilom. And the sons of Gad were Ziphon, Shagai, Shunai, Esbon, Eri, Erodi, and Arulai. And the sons of Asher were Yimnah, Yushva, Yishvai, Beriah, and their sister Serach. And the sons of Beri were Sheber and Melchiel. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becher, Ashbel, Gerah, Naaman, Arkai, Rosh, Mumpim, Shumpim, and Ord. And the sons of Joseph that were born to him in Egypt were Manasseh and Ephraim. And all the souls that went forth from the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. These are they who came with Jacob their father to Egypt to dwell there. And Joseph and all his brothers lived securely in Egypt, and they ate of the best of Egypt all the days of the life of Joseph. And Joseph lived in the land of Egypt 93 years, and Joseph reigned over all Egypt 80 years. When the days of Joseph drew near that he should die, he sent and called for his brothers and all his father's household, and they all came together and sat before him. Joseph said to his brothers and all of his father's household, Behold, I die, and Yahuwah will certainly visit you and bring you up from this land to the land which he swore to your fathers to give to them. And it shall be when Yahuwah shall visit you to bring you up from here to the land of your fathers, Then bring up my bones with you from here." Joseph made the sons of Israel to swear for their descendants after them, saying, "Yahuwah will certainly visit you, and you shall bring up my bones with you from here." And it came to pass after this that Joseph died in that year, the 71st year of the Israelites going down to Egypt. And Joseph was 110 years old when he died in the land of Egypt. And all his brothers and all his servants rose up, and they embalmed Joseph, as was their custom. And his brothers and all Egypt mourned over him 70 days. And they put Joseph in a coffin filled with spices and all sorts of perfume. They buried him by the side of the river, that is Sihor. And his sons and all his brothers and the whole of his father's household made a 7-day mourning for him. It came to pass, after the death of Joseph, all the Egyptians began in those days to rule over the children of Israel. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, who reigned in his father's stead, took all the laws of Egypt and conducted the whole government of Egypt under his counsel, and he reigned securely over his people. Chapter 60. And when the year came around, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down to Egypt after the death of Joseph, Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, fled from Egypt, he and his men, and they went away. And he came to Africa, which is Dinhabah, to Agnes, king of Africa. Agnes received them with great honor, and he made Zepho the captain of his host. And Zepho found favor in the sight of Agnes, and in the sight of his people. And Zepho was captain of the host of Agnes, king of Africa, for many days. Zepho enticed Agnes, king of Africa, to collect all his army, to go and fight with the Egyptians and with the sons of Jacob, and to avenge of them the cause of his brothers. But Agnes would not listen to Zepho to do this thing, for Agnes knew the strength of the sons of Jacob and what they had done to his army in their warfare with the children of Esau. Excuse me. Take a drink real quick. And Zepho was in those days very great in the sight of Agnes, and in the sight of all his people, and he continually enticed them to make war against Egypt, but they would not. It came to pass in those days, there was in the land of Shittim a man in the city of Puzimna, whose name was Uzu, and he became degenerately defied by the children of Shittim. The man died, and had no sons, only one daughter, whose name was Janaiah. And the girl was greatly beautiful, admired, and intelligent. There was none seen like her for beauty and wisdom throughout the land. And the people of Agnes of Africa saw her, and they came and praised her to him. Agnes sent to the children of Shittim, and he requested to take her to himself for a wife. And the people of Shittim consented to give her to him for a wife. When the messengers of Agnes were going forth from the land of Shittim to take their journey, behold, the messengers of Turnus, king of Bebetu, came to Shittim, for Turnus, king of Bebetu, also sent his messengers to request Janaiah for him to take to himself for a wife. For all his men had also praised her to him, therefore he sent all his servants to her. The servants of Turnus came to Shittim, and they asked for Janaiah to be taken to Turnus, their king, for a wife. The people of Shittim said to them, "We cannot give her, because Agnes, king of Africa, desired her to take her to him for a wife before you came, and that we should give her to him." Now therefore we cannot do this thing to deprive Agnes of the girl in order to give her to Turnus. For we are greatly afraid of Agnes, that he come in battle against us and destroy us, and Turnus your master will not be able to deliver us from his hands. When the messengers of Turnus heard all the words of the children of Chittim, they turned back to their master and told him all the words of the children of Chittim. And the children of Chittim sent a memorial to Agnes, saying, Behold, Turnus has sent for Janna, to take her to him for a wife. And thus have we answered him. We heard that he has collected his whole army to go to war against you, and he intends to pass by the road of Sardinia to fight against your brother Lucas, and after that he will come to fight against you. Agnes heard the words of the children of Chittim, which they sent to him in the record, and his anger was set ablaze, and he rose up and assembled his whole army, and came through the islands of the sea to the road of Sardunia, to his brother Lucas, king of Sardunia. Nibloas, the son of Lucas, heard that his uncle Agnes was coming, and he went out to meet him with heavy army, and he kissed him and embraced him. And Nibloas said to Agnes, When you ask my father about his welfare, when I shall go with you to fight with Turnus, ask him to make me captain of his host. Agnes did so, and he came to his brother, and his brother came to meet him, and he asked him after his welfare. And Agnes asked his brother Lucas after his welfare, and to make his son Niblos captain of his host, and Lucas did so. Agnes and his brother Lucas rose up, and they went towards Turnus to battle. And there was with them a great army, and a strong people. And he came in ships, and they came into the province of Ashtarosh. And behold, Turnus came toward them, for he went forth to Sardunia, and intended to destroy it, afterward to pass on from there to Agnes to fight with him. Agnes and Lucas his brother met Turnus in the valley of Canopia, and the battle was strong and mighty between them in that place. And the battle was severe on Lucas king of Sardunia, and all his army fell, and Niblos his son fell also in that battle. And his uncle Agnes commanded his servants, and they made a golden coffin for Niblos, and they put him into it. And Agnes again waged battle toward Turnus. Agnes was stronger than he, and he killed him, and he struck all his people with the edge of the sword. And Agnes avenged the cause of Niblos, his brother's son, and the cause of the army of his brother Lucas. And when Turnus died, the hands of those that survived the battle became weak, and they fled from before Agnes and Lucas his brother. Agnes and his brother Lucas pursued them to the high road, which is between Alphuna and Ramah, and they killed the whole army of Turnus with the edge of the sword. Lucas, king of Sardunia, commanded his servants that they should make a coffin of brass, and that they should place therein the body of his son Niblos, and they buried him in that place. And they built on it a high tower there on the high road, and they called its name after the name of Niblos to this day. They also buried Turnus, king of Bibentu, there in that place with Niblos. And so on the high road between Alphunu and Ramah, the grave of Niblos is on one side, and the grave of Turnus is on the other, and a pavement is between them to this day. When Niblos was buried, Lucas his father returned with his army to his land Sardunia, and Agnes his brother, king of Africa, went with his people to the city of Bibentu, that is, the city of Turnus. And the inhabitants of Bibentu heard of his fame, and they were greatly afraid of him. And they went forth to meet him with weeping and supplication. And the inhabitants of Bibentu entreated of Agnes not to kill them, nor destroy their city. He did so, for Bibentu was in those days reckoned as one of the cities of the children of Chittim, so he did not destroy the city. But from that day forward, the troops of the king of Africa would go to Shittim to wreck and rob it, and whenever they went, Zepho, the captain of the hosts of Agno, would go with them. It was after this that Agnes turned with his army, and they came to the city of Puzimna, and Agnes then took Janya, the daughter of Uzu, for a wife, and brought her to his city to Africa. And that ends chapter 60. That's pretty interesting. We kind of got off the path of the Bible that time a lot. None of that is mentioned in the Bible. Wow. Okay. So that gives us a whole separate story apart from everything that we've seen in the Bible. This is like totally off the tracks. Wow. Okay. So then, let's see here. Joseph has died, and the children of Jacob are flourishing in the land, but there's starting to be a little bit of pushback there against them. But then after that, we went on this whole different adventure way out in the middle of nowhere. Wow. Okay. So we're tropping around in Africa, and battles happening all over the place with the pagans and the heathens. Okay, that took quite a twist. Well, I hope you enjoyed it tonight. It's very different than what we've been reading beforehand in the Book of Jasher. Well, I'm sure that we're going in a direction here. So we'll see what happens. As we explore the Book of Jasher further, we'll be doing that on Thursday. But our Bible study will be on Wednesday. Our midweek Bible study will be on Wednesday. So I pray that everybody comes and studies the Bible with us on Wednesday. And if you're curious, there is a study up for Shabbat, as there always is. All right, gang. That's all I've got for tonight. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you at the midweek Bible study. Okay? All right. Shalom.